aking lunch. It's Jollibee Chicken Joy. Ayan, I have here some tayata to, tsaka wings, tsaka rice. Jollibee. Yan yung aking lunch. Kain po. Ano ba yun? Ay, ako na pala nakausap mo sa akin. Hindi mo ba tayo? Kain po. Ayan. Yan yung aking lunch. Sky! Donabella, you don't tell me, last time. I asked you last time. CCTV nyo nga sa'yo. I'm going to have my lunch. I'm here. It's Chicken Joy. It's my lunchtime. Lunchtime, let's eat. I'm good, Sky, I'm good. I'm doing good. Donabella Chicken Joy. Chicken Joy sa kanto. Gagawa lang akong video. Chicken Joy sa kanto. Anong oras ba ito na gano'n? 1:20. Gagawa lang ako ng video. Para sa ano ko mamaya. Gagawa kasi ako ng video. Para sa ano ko mamaya. Sa screencast. Mag-screencast ako mamaya. Gagawa lang akong video. Kain. O Jenny, ano yung post mo? Sino yung kaaway mo? Ako ba yun? Ako ba yun? Para sa akin ba yung message mo? O hindi ko naman sinishare yung mo, mga mo. Hindi ako nag-share, Jenny, ha. Kain, ito chicken dyan. Gagawa ko ng Gagawa kong video. Gagawa kong video kasi mag-screencast ako mamaya. I-screencast ko to mamaya. Uwi kasi ako sa bukid. Birthday ng kapatid ko bukas. Uwi ako sa bukid mamaya. Balik lang ha. Bibili akong handa kasi walang panghanda yun eh. O okay na rin yun. Nagsishare ka gano'n. Para mailabas mo yung pangit yung isa rin yun sa pagla-live, mag-live ka, yung magsalita ka, ilabas mo. Pwede ka mag-post, pwede naman yun. Para mailabas mo, hindi yung pangit kasi yung sinasarili. Mas maganda yung lalabas. Alam mo ganyan naging ano ko, yung pag may ano, nagla-live. Pero hindi ko sinasabi sa live ko kung masama loob ko. Ganun lang. Gusto ko lang magsalita para mailabas ko lang yung ano. Else, uy, Manay, kumusta? Hindi ako nag-share eh. Hindi naman tayo close. Paano ka i-share? Wala naman akong alam sa buhay mo. Manay Elsa, kumusta yung buhay? Happy New Year. Wala naman akong alam sa buhay mo. Pinipilit pa nga kitang ano eh. Pinapaamin pa nga kita eh. Saglit magbibideo lang ako. Uwi ako mamaya sa bukid. Birthday ng kapatid ko bukas. Bibili akong panghanda kasi walang panghanda yun. Uwi ako mamaya. Pagkatapos na, may kliyente pa kasi ako. May kliyente ako pagkatapos nun, ano na ako. Uwi na ako. Salamat Banay, Elsa. Wala akong video. Screencast ko to mamaya. Mag-screencast ako mamaya. Wala ako video. Kain. Uwi ako sa bukid. O Manay, kain ng kain. Kaya tumataba, kain ng kain. Naman. Kain ng kain manay, kaya lumalaki. Gumagawa akong video. Screencast ko mamaya. Pang screencast ko mamaya. Mga gabi. Hindi ako naka-screencast kagabi. Hindi ako naka-live. Nag-live ako saglit lang kahapon. Tapos may customer ako. Hindi ako nakagawa ng video. Ay, nakagawa na akong video. May tira pa. Naku, parang naka-landscape. Ako naka-landscape. Ang ginawa akong video. Ay, di naman. Tataba talaga ako mangay kasi kain ng kain. Sino yung magpapunasan? Wala. Ito. Ano kaya ito? Well, wait lang ha. Pakain ako sa pusa. Customer ako mamaya-maya. Live muna. Yung kanina i-ano ko yun, i-screencast ko yun mamaya. Yung ginawa kong video, kailan ba to? 7 minutes. Kaya makikita niyo ako mamayang gabi kumakain. Makita niyo ako mamayang kumakain ng chicken. Screencast ko mamayang gabi. Mga 6 or 7. Check ko nga yung ginawa kong video. May nag-text dito, magpapamassage daw. Di naman sinabi kung anong oras. Ano yan?
Pwesto ko yan, saka itong handset.
Ano? Ano tayo? May bumili. Ilang oras na ba tayo? 19. Bilis lang ng oras. Check ko yung ano. TDS. Hmm. Hello sa mga nandyan. Tapos ko lang kumain. Isang oras lang ako kasi may customer ako mamaya. Kanina may pumuntang customer, nainis ako. Hindi natuloy yung massage ko kanina, kakainis. Biglang knock-back out. May ganyan talagang instances na nagba-back out yung customer. Nagpapa-schedule, nagpapa-reserve tapos di naman tutuloy. Kaya minsan nakakainis yung customer. Pero ganun talaga. Busog ako. Yung video ko mamaya yung pang ano ko. Pang i-screencast ko mamaya yun. Yung video ko. Yung ginawa kong video ngayon. Saan kaya yung titiks tapos saan yun? Hindi niya nag-text. Chat tapos 12:30. Hindi ko na reply agad. Ito yung kanina. 12:22 siya na reply ko. 12:14. Kaya tayo sa puro chicken ako kahapon, chicken din ako. Itlog. Ano na itlog? Saan ba yung nag-text na to? Wala. Saka ito yung kanina. Share ko muna. Sa oras lang. Oh, 30 minutes. 30 minutes pa. 34 minutes pa. Share ko muna. Let's go. Right here with you through the years. Mga big minutes. Wow. Exceeding naman. Luminada. Mga kilala. Subscribe ako. Pero hindi ko kilala. Herbie. Si Moreno ka.
2 plus 2. 4 plus
2 plus 2. Ang laki na ng channel nito, 43,000.
Two plus 2.
Ay, naka-live. Tapos na. Saglit lang live niya. Shoot like me. Si Myro, naka-live pa to. Isang dito lang yun, nakalabas na. Si hi nako. Arms vlog.
Pag malakas ang buto, tuloy ang galaw. Mag-caltrate araw-araw.
13 years. Is dead.
Yeah, baby, daddy. We're at Yamaoka State. Let's go, baby.
Triple treat. Saturday night pala sa
It's your
US.
boy Triple T. We're back.
Si Manay Carol. Buti pa si Manay Carol. Daming viewers. Pato. Ayun, takpak siya. Galing. Cute. Gawin ko lang or 30 minutes pa. Gawin ko lang 1 hour. Nangyari dito. 30 minutes pa. Gusto na nag-text sa akin. Siguro ito yung kanina. Belong right here with you. Ano mga message sa 30 minutes na yun. Hindi naman nag-message. Siguro ito yung kanina. Antitrip lang. Antitrip lang. 53 miles.
Close up.
53 miles.
Pula.
Wala, green lang.
Pula to.
Wala namang message. Laki ng tiyan ko. Laki ng tiyan ko. Basta ano nag-text kanina? Wala na. Angkas B biker. Angkas biker? Ano ba to? Kainita. Angkas. Through the years. Ilang minutes pa? 25 minutes pa. Through the years. Calendar. YouTube. YouTube tayo. Hey all, I'm tired right now and I'm going to sleep soon. No live stream tonight. See ya tomorrow. She is forced to get pregnant and she will give her bumper child.
Leave a like, join the channel, and subscribe for new videos. The story begins with the tolling of a church bell. We see that a little girl playing joyfully on the streets, but her parents stop her, their faces filled with dread after hearing the church bells. It reveals that the bell wasn't ordinary. It was a warning, a sign of imminent danger. But strangely, she cannot hear the bells herself. Soon, the whole city is burning. A blood-soaked battlefield is shown where the holy knights face off against a swarm of bloodthirsty vampires, mass killing the vampires. Seeing the murdering in front of their eyes, The little girl gets very scared. However, they manage to run away. Then her mother meets her for the last time while saying goodbye. She runs away to an unknown place. The father also has a plan. He gives her a holy cross and tells her he can't come with her. He has to protect her and the city. But the little girl cries, refuses to leave him alone. She just wants to live with family. Suddenly, the holy knights appeared. They wanted to kill them as the last survival of the vampire's clan. Seeing the knights, the little girl's father pushes her to leave the place immediately and face the holy knights alone for her protection. She runs to the boat. In the midst of the river, she screams for her father, begging him to follow her. But he remains behind, determined to fight for her safety as the last person of the race. She watches helplessly as the holy knights overwhelm him. The last thing she sees is a blade raised high, and then it falls, taking her father's life. Then the scene shifts to an abandoned, crumbling castle, where the girl meets a strikingly beautiful vampire woman, who warns the girl not to repeat the mistakes as her mother made. As the last of the Strigoi, the girl carries the hope of their race's survival. The vampire lady reveals a secret. Somewhere hidden among thorn-covered plants lies a stone monument tied to the girl's destiny. Inscribed on this stone is the key to her heritage. If she finds it, her purpose will be revealed. But the choice of what to do will ultimately be hers. Years later, the girl grows into a determined, young, beautiful girl. She finally discovers the location of the stone monument. Among the thorns, she finds an ancient sword embedded in the stone. The monument's inscription speaks of a prophecy. Her true purpose in life was to give birth to a child of Romuald's bloodline. The sole means to resurrect the Strigoi. The scene transformed before her eyes, revealing a sprawling modern Japanese city. One morning, a high school student named Mizumura Shinta wakes up late. Outside, his childhood friend Chizuru waits impatiently for him. Meanwhile, the sexy vampire lady joins the hospital where she's showing her skills. Then the scene changes, and we see that Shinta rushes to school. Suddenly, he catches sight of a stunning girl with long, silky red hair. He's mesmerized at first glance and feels as though his heart has been stolen. The girl walks up to him and introduces herself as Kishimoto Lilith, a new transfer student. She claims their destinies are intertwined. She gently touches his face. She tells him he's delicious. Before he can respond, she leaves from there, leaving Shinta dazed, but Chizuru snaps him out of his thoughts. She's annoyed after noticing his distracted behavior. During class, Shinta can't control himself for looking at Lilith. Her mysterious aura keeps pulling him in, and he becomes more and more infatuated. However, Chizuru grows irritated with his sudden change in behavior. Secretly, she writes in her diary about Shinta, dreaming how to make him fall in love with her when she becomes a famous novelist. At lunchtime, Chizuru looks everywhere for Shinta, but accidentally bumps into Cliff Sensei, a charming and attractive new teacher who has already become the center of attention, especially among the female students. Meanwhile, Lilith invites Shinta to meet her in an empty classroom. As they stand alone, she approaches him and boldly confesses her desire that she wants to have sex with him and also wants to give birth to his child. Shinta, taken aback and utterly confused by her blunt words, struggles to comprehend what she means. So he tries to explain awkwardly that having a child is something that happens when two people are in love, but that love can be a painful experience for her. Before he can finish, Lilith suddenly begins undressing herself, revealing a mysterious seal on her chest. Shinta, overwhelmed by the situation and lacking the courage to do sex with her, he immediately runs out of the room. As he flees, he encounters Chizuru, who stops him to demand where he has been. Lilith appears nearby and with a smirk calls him a coward before walking away. Chizuru, noticing the strange tension and chemistry between Shinta and Lilith, grows
Angel's
visibly upset with him.
Kitchen.
Later, while taking a shower, Lilith
Thank you for
recalls Shinta's
coming.
words and feels frustrated. We're then introduced
How are
to her
you,
pet,
Angel?
a talking dog.
How is
Not
your
an ordinary
kitchen?
one, but a highly intelligent
New Year.
and witty companion. The dog tries to cheer her up, joking that Shinta is probably a virgin. The clueless Lilith didn't know about how to seduce Shinta and expresses her confusion. The dog advises her to smile more and treat Shinta with gentleness. However, Lilith doesn't understand his advice and becomes annoyed. She insists focus is on completing her mission. Before dropping the conversation,
Yeah.
the dog gives her a cryptic warning.
Well,
Not to
I'm doing live
underestimate
again to
sunlight.
earn watch hours
Meanwhile, Cliff Sensei is on the phone with an
because I
unknown
was
party,
demonetized.
revealing that he has
I'm
located
rested
the
for
last
doing live
survival
streaming
of
for the past few
Strigoi, an
months.
ancient
But I came
vampire
back, I'm just
bloodline.
rested.
The next morning,
Happy
Shinta
New
again
Year.
wakes up late and rushes out of his place, leaving behind his pet cat, Kamet, who seems to have a knack for managing the home whenever Shinta is away. Outside, as usual, Chizuru waits for him. However, Lilith unexpectedly shows up as well. She confidently declares that their destinies are intertwined and suddenly kisses Shinta right in front of Chizuru. Well, obviously, Chizuru also gets shocked and hurt by seeing their lovely kiss. His cat also didn't like her. Chizuru then tries to block their way, but Lilith pushes her aside, grabs Shinta's hand, and leads him away. While crossing a traffic light, Lilith becomes weak and collapses from prolonged exposure to sunlight. Then the scene shifts to Shinta, who brings Lilith back to his room. Once there, he begins to undress her so she can rest comfortably. As a typical teenage boy, he feels tempted, but suddenly stops himself. Unconscious, Lilith dreams of her past, specifically the time with her parents, but suddenly wakes up to find Shinta sitting next to her. Instead of panicking, she surprises him by giving her consent to be intimate with him. However, Shinta chooses not to act on the opportunity. Instead, he prepares instant cup noodles for them, and the two share a meal together. Later, Lilith returned to her
Yeah,
house,
I
feeling
came back doing
confused
live
about her
streaming.
emotions towards Shinta.
I just
She
rested
was
for a few
overwhelmed
months.
by mixed feelings she couldn't fully understand.
Mm.
For a brief moment, she thought about Shinta
How about you?
and
How's
what
it
he meant to
going?
her. However, she quickly reminded herself to stay focused on her mission. She revealed the legendary Excalibur sword and reaffirmed her dark purpose. Once she gave birth to a Romuald bloodline child, she would kill both Shinta and the child, bathe in their blood to fulfill her destiny. At school, Chizuru tried to contact Shinta, but his phone was switched off. While worrying about him, the mysterious girl approached her. The girl introduced herself as Sakamoto Akira and bluntly asked Chizuru if she was truly happy, letting Lilith take Shinta away from her. Shocked and stirred by these words, Chizuru immediately ran toward Shinta's
It's
house
going
to
ahead and
confront
posted
him.
for about a
Lilith's
month.
pet dog also
Yeah,
noticed her
we have
rushing
the
to Shinta's
same.
dorm
We're the
and
same.
began following her in secret.
Yeah, some
Arrived
other
at
live
Shinta's dorm,
streamer,
determined to
some
settle
other
things
content
once and
creator
for
just
all,
rested
making sure
for
that no
the
one else
past
could have it.
holidays.
As Chizuru stepped
But
into
it's
the
okay.
dorm, a voice stopped her.
It's
Suddenly,
okay
a
to
strange
rest,
man
but
appears before her.
never
He said,
give
"You've
up.
got
Never
bigger
give up,
breasts
but
than
just
Lilith."
you just
Startled and
rest for a
scared,
while.
Chizuru instinctively covered
And
herself
it's
and
okay to
stumbled
do.
backward. The man revealed himself to be
We
Lilith's pet
all
dog
got
in his
tired
human form.
sometimes.
He then sniffed her and declared her that she is a virgin.
We're just a
He cornered
human
her
being
against the
that
wall, leaning
get
in
tired,
close.
you know.
Before she could react, he pressed his lips against hers, stealing a kiss. Realizing what was happening, Chizuru shoved him away in shock. The man simply laughed and teased her, saying, "I've taken your first kiss." Humiliated and confused, Chizuru fled from the dorm, leaving behind a very satisfied dog-turned-man. Outside the building, Chizuru touched her lips, her mind racing. When she looked down at her fingers, she noticed blood smeared on them. Crimson droplets trickled from her mouth, terrifying her even more. Meanwhile,
Yes, and
Cliff
sometimes
Sensei
life
meets with
gets
two men
into...
dressed in black suits.
Yeah,
They've
but it's
arrived
okay
to
to
deal
get
with the
tired,
last
to get
surviving
rested.
Strigoi and the descendant of the
I'm going ahead
Romuald
and posted
bloodline.
for
As they
about a month
strategize,
and
the
back
church
was...
bell rings loudly.
Yeah.
Elsewhere, Camilla, the
And
seductive
it's okay to
vampire,
get
senses
to
that
get
the
rest
time has
for a
finally
while.
come. She smirks,
And then you came
preparing
back,
for the
you just,
inevitable.
you
Shinta's
know,
unaware of what's to come. Suddenly, his doorbell rings, to which he presumes
there's nothing
it's
wrong with
Chizuru. But when
getting
he opens
rested
the
in
door,
life.
he's met with Lilith, who
Sometimes
moves
we
faster
just
than the
get
speed of
rested.
light. She bestows a smooch upon his lips, leaving him stunned. Shinta's cat Kamet witnesses the entire scene from the background. Lilith's intentions soon become clear as she hypnotizes Shinta, her voice soft and alluring. She requests him to fulfill her dark purpose by making her pregnant. She reaches out to him again. However, this time Shinta grabs her tightly before she can touch him and returns the kiss. Overwhelmed by the moment, Shinta pushes Lilith onto his bed. He quickly unbuttons her top and pulls down her skirt. Somehow, he managed to ask for consent, but Lilith lay silently. As someone who lacks experience, Shinta asks what he'll do next, but she's more scared than him, as she lays there with tears in her eyes. Meanwhile, back at Lilith's house, her loyal dog, Plum, springs into action. He launches an attack on Cliff Sensei and the two agents. As Lilith's bodyguard, Plum is determined to protect her and ensure her destiny is fulfilled. Returning to the couple, Lilith dresses herself. Shinta kneels before her, apologizing profusely for his rash behavior. But Lilith didn't mind at all, because she's the one who wanted. However, Shinta, showing concern for her well-being, gently reminds her to take care of her body. Lilith gives him a piercing stare and says, useless. On the other hand, the injured agents regroup at a playground, tending to their wounds. They didn't
Yeah, you're
expect the
correct,
last
Angel,
survivor to have a
sometimes.
bodyguard. Still obsessed with his acronyms, Cliff Sensei says, failure isn't an option for next time. His mind drifts to the
Watching a
tragedy
video
of
right now.
Sarashu. Years ago, Lilith's mother gave them an unforgettable fight. To protect her family, she sacrificed herself by detonating explosives inside their manor, burning everyone within to ashes, including Captain Odin Romuald. Then the scene shifted to Lilith, who was looking at the sky with the Excalibur in her hand. She recalls how she looked for her mother after the Sarashu incident. Her father only said she has something important to do. The memory before handing her a holy cross and protecting her is still vivid. As the sole survivor of the Sarashu tragedy, Lilith knows she can't die until she fulfills her mission. Meanwhile, the sexy vampire lady is sucking the blood by kissing a random guy in the park. After sucking all the blood, she casually leaves from there. Onlookers panic as the man collapses. In a dark, secluded alley, Camilla turns into a bat and flees. Back at Lilith's place, she showers while trying to push thoughts of Shinta out of her mind. She remembers the way he looked at her earlier, full of desire. Well, he's a boy after all. Suddenly, Lilith hears footsteps before she can react. Camilla enters the shower. As Lilith's guardian, Camilla claims it's her duty to oversee every part of Lilith's growth. Wrapping herself around the startled girl, Camilla teases her. Tell me everything about your little escapade with Shinta. Was he rough with you? Judging by how he looks now, I'd say he's being rougher with himself. At that very moment, Shinta sulks alone in his room, consumed with guilt and self-doubt. He's convinced Lilith hates him for what happened between them. Meanwhile, Plum begs Lilith for some praise. After all, he protected her from the agents. But Camilla rains on his parade as she steps over him. In fact, she insults him for being a useless bodyguard. Sleeping while on duty? Pathetic. Before Plum can defend himself, she flies off again. That night, Lilith has a nightmare. She's shackled to the ground, surrounded by cloaked figures. A man holding a hot iron approaches her. Just as the searing metal is about to touch her skin, she wakes up. She touches the markings engraved on her chest, the inescapable destiny proof of her oath to Moroi. Earlier in the shower, Camilla repeated her fate to her. If she couldn't fulfill it, the mark would become her curse forever. Lilith told Camilla, it's not that she is scared of losing her virginity, despite her uncertainties. She's positive that her determination to conceive the Romuald child won't falter. The following day, Shinta blushes while he gazes at Lilith in class. Chizuru also notices this and highly disapproves of such a betrayal. Well, she can't blame her friend. Lilith has been staring at him since class started. This comforts Shinta. Maybe the girl doesn't hate him after all. But Chizuru has no idea about that. All she cares about is winning over her childhood friend. She can't lose to a transfer student because of her temper. She accidentally punctures her finger with a pen. Blood immediately dribbles from it. She tries to remove it with her mouth. However, it disappears when she looks at it again, as if nothing happened. Meanwhile, Cliff Sensei and the two agents gather beneath a tree to reassess their plans. they decide to forcefully awaken the Romuald descendant, believing it would be easier to make him cooperate if he's aware of his true identity. Cliff Sensei is unsure whether the people in this world can handle all the strange events. Later that day, Shinta notices Kamet playing with a red pouch. He quickly snatches it from her, scolding her for being nosy. However, he realizes it's heavier than usual. Curiously, he opens the pouch and finds a peculiar rock inside it. Suddenly, Shinta feels a piercing pain in his chest. Kamet realizes this as a sign that he has finally awakened. There's no doubt about it, as he can hear the cat talk. Shinta can't believe his ears. His cat is talking, but that's not all. Kamet transforms before his very eyes into the mysterious girl. She rushes to his side. She assures him that she's on his side and will protect him from now on. And she warns him about a red-eyed, red-haired girl. Shinta's become confused about what she's talking about. To clear things up, Kamet pulls out a stack of diaries she's kept documenting Shinta's entire life. That night, Shinta scans through his cat's diaries. He reads what happened to her mother and father when they both perished. But most
Donna
importantly,
Bella, thank
he
you.
recognizes the name Romuald. Thinking hard,
5
Shinta
minutes na lang.
remembers Lilith constantly mentioning it. A wave of pain suddenly floods his mind as fragmented visions of his past begin to surface. What connection does Lilith have to all of this? Determined to uncover the truth, Shinta resolves to confront her. The next day, Shinta walks alone down the school hallway. Suddenly, a hand pops out of the door and grabs. Startled, he's pulled into an empty classroom where Sakamoto waits for him. She whispers coldly, "Romuald bloodline. A love between Strigoi and a hunter is forbidden. Your blood will ruin everything." Suddenly, Chizuru appears there and invites him to eat lunch with her, but he declines. Chizuru can't believe he'd reject her invitation. She just wants to talk to Shinta about something. Recently, her body has been acting differently. Whenever she cuts herself, the bleeding stops almost instantly, and the wounds heal without a trace. It's like she's not human anymore. Chizuru wants Shinta's help. He's the only one she can trust. In a remote warehouse, Cliff Sensei and his team prepare their weapons guns loaded with silver bullets and blades sharpened for precision. Their mission is clear. Once the Romuald descendant awakens, they must act swiftly. The descendant is destined to destroy their target, and Cliff Sensei plans to ensure it happens. That night, while Lilith sleeps peacefully, on the other hand, Plum smells something irresistible and follows it outside their room until he finds a jar of honey. Overcome with excitement, he fails to realize it's a trap. Instantly, a bag catches him. He tries to break free, but it's no use as silver chains tighten the sack so much for a competent bodyguard. Lilith wakes up abruptly, but it's too late to act. Cliff Sensei is already on top of her and hits on her face. On the other side, the agent knocks on the Shinta door. When Shinta opens the door, the agent hands him a letter from Cliff Sensei. Then the scene changes. Lilith is trapped at the church. She stands at the front wearing only her nightgown, and two swords aimed dangerously close to her will easily slice off her neck. On the other hand, Cliff Sensei enjoys such public humiliation. The scene reminds him his old time. He then threatens Lilith with his gun loaded with silver bullets. Without mercy, he puts the gun inside Lilith's mouth, no matter how much she begs, ignoring her muffled pleas for her life. He attempts to pull the trigger, scaring her even more, but stops just short, explaining her that it's not his job to kill her. That privilege belongs to the Romuald descendant. However, Sensei isn't done yet. He pulls a dagger and slices Lilith's nightgown, revealing her private part, and starts pressing the blade deeper into her skin. He's got an even more awful idea, destroying her body by taking of her purity, even if he has to take it by force. But Lilith spits in his face. Cliff Sensei smirks, however. Before he can act further, the agent returns, dragging Shinta into the church. Lilith freezes, humiliated by her state of undress. Shinta, too, can't even look at her because of her indecent situation. Cliff Sensei then approaches the boy, explaining that Lilith is not human, but a vampire. He tells Shinta that it's his duty as the descendant of the Romuald bloodline to kill her. To get this over with, he hands him a silver sword. Shinta didn't want to hurt her, But Cliff has no patience for doubt. He positions himself behind Shinta, forcing the boy's hands around the sword. Together they move toward Lilith. Shinta resists, pleading for Cliff to stop. But the older man is too strong, dragging him closer to the terrified girl. Just as the blade is about to strike, Shinta's eyes glow up, which makes Sensei loses control of the sword, indicating the sign of awakening. Full of rage, Shinta punches Sensei in the gut, sending him flying into the church wall. The force of the blow shakes the entire building. The agents panic and attempt to shoot Shinta, but Cliff Sensei stops them. Because of the he's descendant, they can't harm him. Realizing they're outmatched, the agents retreat, dragging Cliff Sensei with them. The night ends, leaving Shinta and Lilith alone in the ruined church. As the morning light streams through the shattered windows, Shinta gently covers Lilith's exposed body with his uniform jacket. He then softly tries to comfort her. But that's the end of today's video. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel with the bell activated so you don't miss the next anime.
End na ako. Ay, gawin ko nga. Doon na mag-end na ako. Jenny, mag-end na ako. Bye-bye. Angel, thank you. Sino nandiyan kanina? Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Ay, later pala. Later. Mag-screencast ako mamaya.